Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. We are your host. I'm Big Mike, and that's my guy, Jordan. What's up, boy?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Just here, man. Just relaxing here. You know what I'm saying? By myself, getting ready to, do my stuff, start playing and working and all that. Starting January 6th. I'm going to be starting to play and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good. It took a long process to get to, you know what I'm saying? Starting to meet people and people willing to help a brother out, also, get on the soccer vibe as well. You know what I mean? It took some time to, you know what I'm saying? Just probably negotiating the money and all that type of stuff that I have to do.
Yeah.
And then we on and popping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How about you? How you doing?
Good, man. Christmas just passed. Everything was good, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, everybody had a good time, fam, and all of that shit. So, it's all good, bro. Looking forward to the new year, 2025. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to the new year, 2025. Let's see what 2025 brings. 2025, be good to me, be good to us. You feel me? But
I know.
For the viewers right now, you know what I mean? You know how we rock, and hit that like and subscribe button so you can be up to date with all things Under the Lights. You feel me? Make sure you like I said, like and subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, comment, do all of that. You feel what I'm saying? But we're going to jump right into it and talk about these sports, you know what I mean? So, Christmas Day, was Wednesday. And, I think just the first time we had football games on Christmas, you know what I mean? They could keep doing that shit for all I care. Keep on doing it. I know I heard LeBron say, he loved the NFL, but Christmas Day, that's their day. That's the NBA day. You know what I mean? They can do both if it was up to me. You feel me? But the Texans got their ass whooped. As I said, it was going to happen. I told Twan on the show, you know what I'm saying? I said they will whoop the Texans' ass. I said Lamar Jackson is so confident. He said he's going out there to watch Beyonce perform. That's how confident he was in slapping the Texans. Now, whether he went out there or not, I don't know. They didn't show him or no shit like that, but I don't know. But just the mere fact.
He didn't.
He did?
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Well, if he was allowed to, he would have. But just saying that just lets you know he had no fear, no trouble of going out there slapping the hell out the Texans. So they beat them 31-2, and that, obviously, if you know football, that 2 points can only come one way, which is from a safety. You feel what I'm saying? They was backed up at the 1 yard line. They tripped Derrick Henry. They got Derrick Henry in the backfield and were in the end zone, and boom. Other than that, that's all they got. You feel me? So go ahead, give me your thoughts on that game, bro. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Listen, hey, I mean, these games is, we could talk about these games. It's nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game. Like I think we established the run quick and early.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the first quarter, we established it. It just seemed like there was holes everywhere, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they always have a problem whether they think they want to stick with Lamar or stick with Derrick Henry, and we were just getting there was so many holes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he had like 86 yards in the first quarter,
bro. Yes.
Something like that. It was ridiculous. You know what I mean? So that was a good sight to see. On the other side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball, I think we started off real well. Getting to see. I think it wasn't just that though, because. Like we're gonna talk about this, but I don't know. For some reason, CJ just didn't look right, bro. You know what I mean? Like he didn't look. You seen him? He was like the passes that he was kind of like, overthrowing, and it was like it was weird, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really off.
Can I tell you?
And I know.
Go ahead.
I know he's been off. I know he's been off all year in a way we can say, but. It just, I don't know if I feel a bit, because of the situation that happened maybe, or I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But there was players open, Philly. It wasn't like some guys weren't open. They were open, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just missing them or throwing them into the dirt. Like, what you thinking? Like, what do you think? Like, why that was, you know what I mean? Or
so
what's your thoughts on that?
Me personally, I think, you know what I mean, that injury plays a big part. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he been on fire all year long. We've seen some terrible games from CJ, like you said, you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like, right now, what you're seeing right now is I think it's based off that injury. Because to him, you know what I mean, he threw that ball. I threw that ball. You feel what I'm saying? He throw that, if I don't throw that ball, it don't happen. So, maybe he might be scared to pull the trigger. Maybe he might, he might have fit the ball in normally right here, but it's like, nah, that guy might be too close, I don't know which particular situation you was talking about, but I kind of think, CJ mind is all over the place. Let's keep in mind, This is his second year. This is his second year. You feel what I'm saying? And that's he young. That's his boy. That's his best friend. You know what I mean? Tank Dell just came back this season off of ACL, and I think that's the same knee that he got injured. You feel me? So now it's like, I think CJ all over the place. It's even more. He's even more so right now based off what happened against the Chiefs. So that's all I can give you for that one.
Yeah. So that kind of was a bit worrisome, but we was definitely getting after him. Having Kyle Hamilton go over to the safety position was a big move for us. He's been really good.
All pro.
Really good third-year player.
Yeah.
He's really developed under us 100%. Our red zone defense was great. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think the game turned around when we made that stop in the fourth. It was like 4th and 3. We made that stop, 4th and 4. We made that stop with Washington making a big-time tackle. That was a big moment in the game. And then, Lamar Jackson having MVP moments. You know what I mean? Like, it was a great game from him. Great game from our offense. I think it was a well-balanced game, easy game. Like, it wasn't, it was an easy game. You know what I mean? I think Lamar Jackson, the offensive line, Todd Monken. Is it Todd Monken? I think what they drew up was, I heard Shannon Sharp talking about, how they, when you remember a few times, even from me watching, a few times when after Derrick Henry was getting all the yards he can, then they were starting to get him into getting him in the backfield, right? They're getting him in the backfield, and then I guess after that he was talking about something. I wish I could show it to you guys on what he was saying, but it was like after that that's how Lamar got off his 48-yard run, right? Like, he obviously kept it, and the tight end shifted over to the other side, and he got through easily for a 48-yarder. Obviously making those crazy plays when he extended the play and, right to Isaiah Likely. So Lamar Jackson had a beautiful game, perfect game for me. Offense was amazing. Defense was there. And we was done from fourth quarter. They was out in the fourth quarter. It was done pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So we weren't stat padding or doing anything crazy like that. We got the dub and got the fuck out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson just making his claim for another MVP. And that's where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that we can continue this momentum going into the playoffs. We could get this win against Cleveland so we can clinch this division, and get this third place or second place, because depending if Buffalo loses to the Jets, which I don't know, who knows, depending if Josh Allen plays good or not, then you know what I mean? But, and then I don't know if they're going to rest in the last game of the season so that can make us get the second seed. But let's just say we're getting the third seed. That's cool. And, and then we can go on this run to the playoffs. So, you know what I mean? And I'm just happy that we got a convincing win, easy win, go up into that motherfucking into Houston and take their fucking girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? And slap them up a bit. You know what I'm saying? It was easy as that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not really else for me to talk about, except for really Lamar and his MVP case.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. So, this was a scrimmage. You know what I mean? I like I said, it was going to be a scrimmage. I mean, they don't have enough to go out there and do anything with. You know what I mean? I know Nico Collins is really good, but you're not going – as one man. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. Dalton Schultz, he's not a real man beater like that. You feel me? That's going to change the game. So – for them, in order for, Dalton Schultz to get off, and in order for things to open up in the run game for Joe Mixon, you're going to have, Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs out there, and they no longer have that. This will be the Houston team that we see for the remainder of the last couple games of the season. Obviously, they're going to win the AFC South, so they'll get a home playoff game. What are they going to be, the fourth seed maybe? I think they can go home. I think they can go home the first round at home. I don't care who it is, they can go home in the first. They don't have enough. Don't have
Who would they play? The Steelers?
Probably, yeah. If the Steelers win division, If the Ravens win the division, Steelers would be 5th seed. You know what I mean? Yeah, Steelers are going there and beat them at home. I think I don't care who it is. It could be the Steelers, it could be the Broncos. Doesn't matter. They're gonna go into Houston and get it done. They just don't have enough to go out there and produce. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what that is, man. So yeah, I knew it was gonna be like that. The biggest moment for Houston that day was their own home native Beyonce performing at the halftime show. That was the brightest. Yeah. That was the brightest spot for the city of Houston that day, not their football team. So yeah, so I mean
that's a fact.
That's what that was. So yeah, hopefully, you know what I mean, they can get healthy. You know what I mean, Houston, and we can see what they can do next season with Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs out there. You know what I mean, and to see how they, you know, come back and play with each other. So speedy recovery for those guys. It's never good to get, you know, sent out the game or for the season. You know what I mean? So yeah, speedy recovery, hopefully.
Yeah, so it's important that I say all this stuff that you know, because I heard you guys, you know, I listened to the podcast obviously with you and Twan.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you guys was mentioning about your MVPs and all that stuff and who you have there. And honestly, I really do think Lamar Jackson is number one at the moment, man.
Well, I mean, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna have my reasons why. You know what I mean?
You've already given your reasons. We don't have to go through that again. We don't have to keep talking about that.
But I want to make something very clear so people can understand something. Okay. No, what's his name? Lamar Jackson has to get a passer rating of 138, and he'll have the highest passer rating of all time.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets that against Cleveland, I mean, as much as people want to make it seem like that, I mean, that is absolutely amazing right there. Let's be very clear. And no one anticipated that he would be anything like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think this is his greatest season as of date. He's going to be a 4,000 and damn near almost 1,000 yards rushing player at the quarterback position. That's at the end of the season. That's what he's going to have with almost 46 touchdowns. That's what he's probably projected to get.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it doesn't really make sense why. I mean, the only reason I feel that Josh Allen would get it and what you'd want to say, and honestly, it's fair if that's what you want to say, is him because he has a lesser team. That's the only reason. So if that is your reason, I don't think you can dock Lamar for having a Derrick Henry on his team when Derrick Henry is having his best season as a running back, even at the age of 30-something, even a better season than that 2,000-yard season that he had, because he's doing this with less carries, plus his yards attempt is up. His yards per thing is not yards attempt. His yard is per rush attempt. He
doesn't have to carry the team no more. He has a better offensive line around him.
Yeah. And the thing is, people always tend to say, oh, Derrick Henry is helping Lamar Jackson, but you hear no one say Lamar Jackson is helping Derrick Henry. And that's the thing because I listen to all this stuff. You said you don't really listen to things. I listen to it all.
Okay.
So that is something that people be doing a lot of time. I mean, everywhere on all the networks, not one of them said Lamar Jackson is helping him. So when you actually look in the totality of all of it, it has to go to Lamar Jackson in this sense of the word, because it can't be the number one seed, because it's not the number one seed because Kansas City has that. If that's the case, then you would want to give it to a Patrick Mahomes. What's his name's not even his number one seed. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really, it really wouldn't, it doesn't add up. It's like contradictions. So Pat
Mahomes hasn't been playing MVP caliber football for all of the reasons that Josh Allen is going to be the MVP. He deserves it because his team is lesser. His hand is broke. Nobody predicted them to be this good once Stephon Diggs was going as well. Nobody predicted them to do this. He's doing it with a lesser team. And all I said is Saquon Barkley breaks the season history record, the history of rushing record. He should get the MVP. So I mean that I ain't really got too much to say. You everything you said, you said it before. we're not going to keep on harping on that. So whatever it comes down to, that's what it'll be. It is what it is. Moving on. So the second game, actually the first game on Christmas Day was the Chiefs and the Steelers. And the Chiefs blew out the Steelers 29-10 to hand them their third straight loss in the NFL this season. They have not lost three straight games, obviously. This is their first time. I think who did they lose to before us? Or was we the first one to take them down in this streak? You know what I mean? Either way, you know what I mean? They're on a 3-game win streak, you know what I mean? So it's, a lot of times when stuff like this happen, bro, teams go on a losing streak like this, and it's towards the end of the season. It's not early in the season. It's not the middle of the season. It's towards the end of the season. You know what I mean? They start thinking different about the team. So with their third straight loss, do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers are still, like a premier threat in the AFC? Want me to take it? I think they are still a real threat. You know what I mean? I know George Pickens just came back. You know what I mean? This is his first game back off the hamstring. That defense travels. Defense still travels, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And I think defense has always been, kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers calling card. Obviously, you had Ben Roethlisberger and they had a squad on offense back in the day, stuff like that. But like right now, you know what I mean? In majority of the time, it's always defense has always been their calling card. So as long as, TJ Watt is out there, he feeling good. Alex Highsmith, Pat Queen, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Porter, and those boys is out there, man. They always going to be a threat in the NFC. No matter where they play. Like I said, no matter where you go, defense travels. Now it's all about, can Russell Wilson, go out there and do what he need to do, engineer some drives to go out there and put points up on the board. Not 3s, 6s. You got to put touchdowns up on the board, especially if you're going to play against Baltimore, if you're going to play against Kansas City, if you're going to play against Buffalo. You're going to have to go out there and put up points and touchdowns on the board. So like I said, the defense can play well and Russell Wilson can go out there and engineer some drives and put some points up on the board, George Pickens can make some explosive plays like he normally does in the past game because they are -6 points, when George Pickens doesn't play, and he's +6, obviously, when he does play. So, obviously, they play better when he's out there. We know that. But if that can happen, they will still be a threat. So I think really I don't think the defense is a bigger worry, obviously, than offense. The defense can go out there and get stops. Can they drive down there, now and put points up on the board? I know they had a stretch to where they was averaging 27 points a game, but you're not playing those teams no more. You're not playing those teams no more with the sorry-ass defenses. Now you headed to the playoffs. You played against us. You played against the Ravens, who can put up points and shit. So, and you got the Steelers as well. So, yeah, man, in the playoffs, there's going to be teams that can really do some things. So, can the Steelers maintain and do that? Yeah, because the defense travels. But Russell Wilson going to have to, engineer some drives and get them points on the board too.
No, I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender because they're probably going to lose in the second round.
I didn't say Super Bowl contender. I said, are they a threat in the AFC?
No. Well, I mean, they're not. I don't think they're a threat at this very moment in how they're playing, and the reason is because when they played those top teams that they're going to have to probably play, I don't think they have enough. Mm-hmm. Being honest with you, plus TJ Watt's kind of nicked up. Mm-hmm. You have Pickens that's going to have to come back and off a hamstring, which. I mean, he's that is a tough injury to come back from.
That shit lingers.
And so it's not like he's out here, fresh and all that. And yeah, they're deep, but their defense has been scored upon. You know what I mean? Yeah. So right now, I just feel that at this very moment, they're coming. They're not. Their momentum right now for them is on the
down.
The opposite, yeah, it's downwards. It's on the opposite way. You know what I mean? And all the other teams right now, the Kansas City Chiefs, putting points on the board right now, looking like a very dangerous team. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I mean, everyone's talking about them how they whatever, but right now, Pat Mahomes looks at he's looking like a balling out right now. You know what I mean? Right. Then you have Josh Allen. You have the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not better than any of those teams, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So they're gonna end up. Yeah, so I don't think in the AFC, I can see them getting out first round, if anything. If they don't put enough points on the board, and they probably gonna have to play Houston. And Houston is a team that can maybe beat Houston, but I mean, in the AFC, I don't see them being much of a threat anymore. You know what I mean? Especially coming off of that schedule that they had. And then you see when they played the top teams back to back to back, they got slapped up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They got slapped up.
Yeah.
And they got slapped up. They didn't get like, it's not like they put a fight. They got slapped up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different if you're putting up a fight, but that's not what was happening.
Yep. So you think it's over? Second round is over. They don't have a they don't have a chance at all.
I don't think they have a chance, no.
At all to get to go out there and get past the second round.
No.
So if they beat,
I mean, the second round matchup's going to be against KC.
Right.
The second round matchup's going to be against KC. So it's done.
Yeah, 29-10. Yeah, from the looks of it, you know what I mean. That ain't gonna get it done. You know what I mean? But
that ain't gonna get it done.
I just feel like, bro, every game is different. You know what I'm saying? And I know we seen 29-10. That's a blowout. Every game is different though, and I think, you know what I mean, things can happen, bro. They get into the playoffs.
They blown out 3 times in a row, bro.
That's for listen. I'm with you. You know, I'm with you. You know what I mean? But see, this the thing. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Listen, playoff teams, you're right. You know what I mean? But didn't nobody say y'all was done when y'all lost 2 straight and y'all lost to the Raiders or somebody else. They still had, they can get it right. You know what I mean? So it's the time of the year that got you like, man, you can't be doing this heading into the playoffs. I'm with you. You can't. You got this 3-game losing streak. You got to do that shit earlier on or the middle of the season. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm with you. You know, it looked like, hey, you can't be. Yeah, I'm with you. All right, cool. But
it's important though when that happens.
It is. But that I'm not gonna count the Steelers out and just say it's flat out over. I think they still a threat.
But my thing is, if they're a threat though, right? If you're saying they're a threat, then that means they can beat Kansas. That's who they're going to play. That's who they have to play.
Yeah.
That means they have a chance to beat them.
What I'm saying, everybody got a chance to go do something. It's will you do it? Everybody got a chance. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, I hear you, bro. They don't have it. Nah, bro.
All right,
cool. They're not beating Kansas City, bro.
Listen. You threat and beating them doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 different things, Jordan.
Yeah. They're not a threat.
It's 2 different things. All right. So when they beat Kansas, when they see Kansas City again, another blowout.
Yeah.
Another blowout. All right, so if it's not a blowout, if it's
Kansas City, so if it's put enough points on the board.
All right, so cool. So, but if it's not a blowout, then that means they were still a threat.
I guess.
All right, yeah. So that's cool.
What's a blowout? What's a blowout?
2 touchdowns or more is a blowout, bro. You feel me? Like 2 possessions type shit. Like you got to drive the field to get those points. You know what I mean?
They ain't hitting on nothing right now, man.
All right, we shall see how it unfolds. Let's go through these NFL picks, though, before we transition to the NBA. Saturday, we got 3 games. We got the Chargers versus New England. We got Denver versus Cincinnati. And we got Arizona versus the Los Angeles Rams. Who you got, the Chargers, New England? I think that's a no-brainer. You got the Chargers, correct? Yes, you do. You do. Who you got, Denver, Cincinnati? Whew.
I got Denver.
Give me Cincinnati.
Okay.
Arizona Rams. Give me Rams. Who you got? Zona?
Rams.
Okay. All right. So that's Saturday. That's the 3-game Saturday. So we got 1 bet for Saturday. That's Denver and the Cincinnati Bengals. All right. Sunday, you know what I mean? Back to regular schedule programming. You know what I mean? Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Who you got? No Jalen Hurts. Probably no Kenny Pickett. Tanner McKee probably going to be back there. They got Ian Book from the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? So, who you got? I mean,
CeeDee Lamb's not playing either. I'm good. I got Philly.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something right now, bro. Listen. And even with that being said, we better not go out there and lose to no motherfucking Cowboys. And CeeDee Lamb ain't even out there as well. I mean, we should go out there and clamp that shit up, whatever they trying to do, run the ball, make a throw here or there, and go out here and win the damn game. You feel what I'm saying? We know it's going to be a different game because it's a different quarterback, but still, it should be a different game resulting in a win as well. This shouldn't be, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So, yeah, obviously, I was going to pick the Eagles whether everybody was playing or not. You know what I mean? So, Eagles. Jets, Bills.
Yeah.
no-brainer. Tennessee, Jacksonville.
That's not a no-brainer. I think I'm going to take the Jets.
Okay. You got the Jets.
I got the Jets.
All right, bet. Cool. All right. Tennessee, Jacksonville. Tennessee, Jacksonville. Who you got?
Fuck.
That's a I mean, it's like a pick 'em. You feel me? It's like pick 'em. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go. Let me look.
I got Tennessee, man.
Let me look at something real quick, man. Cause this what I'm looking. I'm gonna see something real quick. Boy, hold on. I gotta see what happened.
They both have the same exact record, bro.
Yeah, both terrible. Both terrible. I
got Tennessee, bro.
Yeah, they had trouble against it. Yeah, give me fucking 10. I'm sorry. I mean, I want to go against you because they both trash, but you know, I mean, you put up 14 points against the Raiders. I mean, and they don't. I mean, nah, nah. I'll take Jacksonville. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll take Tennessee. And plus, Mac Jones. I thought he was gonna be man. Carolina, Tampa Bay. Come on, man. Don't tell me he's going to go out here and lose to the Panthers. Your boy Bake Show.
The Bake
Show. We got Tampa on that one.
Shoot. Tampa.
You got Carolina?
Yeah, I got Tampa.
This another we don't know type shit. You know what I mean? Raiders, Saints. I'm going Raiders. I'm going Raiders. What you got? Study long, study wrong. I know you're going Saints.
Yeah, I might go Saints.
Yeah, I knew that. I already knew you was going Saints. I'm already knowing here. Knew you was going Saints.
They lost 34-0,
yeah,
bro.
Colts, Giants. Give me Colts, man. Give me Colts, man. What up?
Colts, Giants.
Yeah.
I got the Colts.
Okay, that's us. Man, Miami, Cleveland. In Cleveland. Remember I told you December 29th at 8:20 p.m. they will lose that game. Remember I said that?
Miami's
Miami's going to win this game. You know what I mean? Nick Chubb is out for the season. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. I got Miami win this game. Green Bay, Minnesota.
Woo!
Minnesota. In Minnesota. The Pack go to Minnesota. You hear me? Minnesota, Green Bay. What up?
What do you got?
Why you waiting on me for?
I've been picking first too, nigga. Let's go.
Nah, man. Give me Vikings, bro. Give me Vikings. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones. You feel me? The defense, Brian Flores bringing out there. You know what I mean? I got you know what I mean? I got them. I got the Vikings winning this game. Who you got? Packers?
I'll take the Green Bay Packers, man.
Okay.
They're coming off a 34-0. Might as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's the Saints. So, okay.
I know. They coming off. I know.
All right, cool. ATL Washington. Michael Penix Jr., second start.
I got Washington easy.
I just knew you was going to pick the Falcons. I got Washington, man. I picked Washington on the show with me and Tuan.
I got Washington easy, man.
Fuck. Detroit, San Francisco.
I got Detroit, man.
Hell nah, man. Yeah, it's crazy what's going on out there in the Bay, man. Crazy what's going on out there in the Bay. But that's the picks that we got. You know what I mean? So we got me and you got a bet. Me and you got a bet with Denver and Cincinnati. We got a bet with Jets, Buffalo Bills, and we got a bet with Raiders, Saints. We got a bet Packers, Vikings. Yeah, and that's it. And just to let me.
I might. I don't know about this New Orleans one, man.
Here we go. All right, so look, hold on. Because did we go through 18 and 11? All right, so look. Yeah, 18 and 11 after last week. We both picked the Eagles to beat the Commanders. You know what I mean? So only, let's see. Minnesota beat Seattle, right?
Yeah.
19-11 for me. You won because the Raiders beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. So that's 19-12 for me. Yeah, we only had those 2 bets. We only had those 2 bets last week. So 19-12 is the new record. That's the new record. You know what I mean? Boom. So yeah, 12-19 for you, 19-12 for me. So we'll see what after this week, we'll see where, where this shit unfolds, man. You feel what I'm saying? We shall see, my guy. All right, man. Let's transition to the NBA on Christmas Day. We had 5 Christmas Day games, but the one that we want to talk about the most, you know what I mean? Obviously, we know, you know what I mean? Man, you see Luka get hurt, bro? You see Luka get hurt?
I didn't see him get hurt, no.
I mean, it was like a non-contact, like when he landed or something, like, you know what I mean? They say he's going to be out for an extended period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Good,
no, that's not good. But see, you don't understand this, though. But see, here's the thing. Now, with all the talk that's, y'all was having in the chat and shit like that, Luka, Kyrie, I've seen Luka do it without another big-time guy. All right, so cool. Kyrie, it's in your hands now. Let's see.
I can't, I can't stand that argument, bro.
I can't either. But what
I don't know why these people do. Let me try and go to the chat right now.
But listen. All I'm saying is this: for them that's saying that shit, all right, go out there and do it. Because I know Luka could take a team to the playoffs and far in the playoffs. I know this. So let's just see what Kyrie gonna do. Now here's his chance. Even though we haven't seen it yet, you know what I mean? So and this is for the guys in the chat. That's what it's all about. Since they want to say he's better than Luka Doncic. You got to be out your fucking mind.
No, but what is your their thing on why he's better is kind of like how they say he does everything that he can, like that's what they go down to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I just don't know why you is that like that is how you define someone that is better. No, like if that's the case, then wouldn't Kyrie be the best player in the NBA?
It is not about how you look doing it. It's not about how stylish you are. In sports, basketball, you get a legacy of how you leading your team to victories and things like that. What super championships, and in football, Super Bowls, or whatever the case may be. It ain't about
with the skill set that you have. Look
at T-Mac. Niggas love T-Mac game. Niggas love the hezzy pull up. Niggas love the hezzy drive. Niggas love that. You feel me? What it get him? He couldn't even get out the first fucking round. So that shit don't mean nothing. That mean, look at John Wall. He was flashy. What'd he do? Nothing? That don't mean nothing. They got to stop doing niggas how you look. It doesn't matter. What are you doing to help your team advance? To put up wins? Because what I know is when he was in Cleveland, I know he had some injury times, but they was in a lottery when he was playing. He was in a lottery. So what are we talking about, man? You didn't enhance. He didn't enhance Boston. They played better without him. So
but in Cleveland, they say they're gonna say, like, if I'm gonna say what they would say that was when he was young. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, man, Luka Doncic came in this motherfucker the first 5 years on an All NBA team or some shit. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, young. You know what I mean? Young. So, I mean, all I'm saying is this. You still, just like when a rookie come into the league, when they come into the league or whatever, a young guy, you can look at them and say, he gonna be something. And maybe you could look at that and say, Kyrie gonna be cold. But is his coldness gonna lead to wins and victories for your franchise? And we're gonna get a chance to see it now. We're gonna get a chance to see it up close and personal now. When Luka is gone, because they're saying he's gonna be out for an extended period of time. But
the thing is, though, like, just let me touch on that as well. The thing is, right? So if we're taking them as talents, because Kyrie's older and he has a couple more years left before he's done, right?
Mm.
So in terms of their comp, because really, if you say, okay, who's better if they were to be done now, who would you have higher in terms of greatness or in terms of who would be the better player? Because Kyrie's still like Luka's just beginning his stuff, right? Like Kyrie already has a championship. He has maybe a couple, maybe all NBAs, maybe one. I don't even know how much he has.
Right.
All-star games, and you know what I'm saying? He's been in the league how many? 10 plus years?
I think he got drafted in 2011, I think.
Yeah, so that's that, right? So then you have to kind of take that also into consideration when you're saying who's better. But when I'm saying who's better right now. Like right now as we speak, there could be no the only argument you can say is that what's his name doesn't defend. But if you're talking about scoring the basketball, this is the thing I hate about it. Kyrie, when scoring, Luka scores easier than him, bro. Luka scores easier than him. And what is Kyrie's main thing?
Pull up, shooting threes.
It's scoring. His main thing is scoring. And what's his name scores more.
Yeah.
Like more. I mean, what are you gonna say? Because he's had the opportunities to get that. Like he's had the opportunity to be given that. But Kyrie's also had the opportunity to be given that. He was the best player on Boston. He's the best player on Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? He went over to what's that team called? The Brooklyn. But there's a player that's better than him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you and they're trying to say if Luka goes to other teams, he won't be able to play. I'm like,
Luka is the point guard.
Other team, Luka would be the best player on that team, bro.
Right, bro. Luka is the point guard. Luka is running shit. Luka is controlling shit. That nigga controls the pace. He controls the game. What did I say? Luka is LeBron without the athleticism. He can score. Now, obviously, he doesn't defend like that. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. Score, rebound, assist. You feel me? Like, tell me that's not like that's he can do that. He can give you 30. He can also give you 30 plus 10 plus rebounds and 10 plus assists. The defense might not be there. No, it's not going to be there like that. That's a flaw of his. That's a flaw of his. But when we talk about leading a team, controlling pace, and putting the ball in your hands and leading the team, we've been seeing Luka do this. We've been seeing it. So I don't want
a better score, Luka or
Luka,
Kyrie?
Man. What are we talking about? Luka can listen. We know Kyrie can score on any level, right? But so can Luka. But I just feel like Luka, it comes easier. He's 6'7". He can use his body. He could post up. He could draw the foul. He can step back three as well. You feel what I'm saying? He can fade away. He can just make plays, man. He can make plays. Kyrie, listen, we know he gonna dance. He gonna dance with that ball. But a lot of that dancing, niggas be right in front of him sometime. And he be having to get tough buckets. He can. Mm-hmm. He can get tough buckets. But a lot of his shit be tough buckets to where which makes Luka easier getting buckets, because I see Luka bully ball if need be, backing niggas down, putting it in the rim. You feel what I'm saying? Going to the rim, Euro stepping, finishing layup and ones, all of that against whoever. From the 3-point line on down. I seen nigga Luka back niggas down from the 3-point line and score and make it look like he's a baby on defense. I'm talking about the opposing defender. You feel me?
100%.
So, I mean, Kyrie's he's a really fantastic basketball player. When we're talking about who's a better player, it's Luka Doncic. So I don't care who looks better. I don't care who look better. He's more stylish. I don't care. Luka's a better basketball player. Yes,
I agree. But why do people always tend to go with the stylish player?
Because
why is it that they're like, oh yeah, I see him what he does, and you know he's the most skilled basketball player of all time, and all this shit. And,
because that's what they it's because that's what they like. They like, bro. This world is built on, you know what I mean, you know, trying to embarrass someone or drama, because embarrassment creates drama. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about, oh, you can cross somebody. Oh, you could dunk on somebody, or whatever. How you look shooting your J. You feel what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean that is not the end all be all. That just means you look good. You look good. You know what I'm saying? Can you lead the team doing that though? With them looks?
So does that make you? Would you say that's what puts him over him? Because obviously, everything. I mean, Kyrie has won a chip and he's done it like at a high level. You know what I'm saying?
Kyrie won a championship with LeBron fucking James. I'm not saying Kyrie did contribute. I would be a fool to say that. We haven't LeBron, he won the conference championship because of LeBron James. Okay? Let's make that very clear. Let's make that clear. So he was blessed to play with LeBron James. You understand? And it seems to me, getting back to the finals, he's also blessed to play with Luka Doncic because I haven't seen him get back to that level since he's been left LeBron or with that last season. So,
and he had a stinker in the finals too.
Right. So, I mean, and let's keep in mind the playoff series against Minnesota. I mean, whoa, did he have like 3 straight games of some bullshit? Huh? 14 points, 9 points, 9 points, or some shit like that? So, I mean, look, bro, we gonna see. It's about to be on full display right now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be on full display. But
it's gonna be a little sample. It's gonna be a sample.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we want to see Luka play. But I'm saying if he's going to be out for an extended period of time, it's going to be on full display. It's going to be, and we will see. Where's Dallas at right now in the standing?
They're like fifth
or
fourth. Yeah.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure. I just want to make sure right now.
16-12 or something like that. 17-12.
Yeah, they 19-11. Dallas is 19-11. Remember this. When Luka Doncic got hurt on Christmas Day, Dallas was 4th in the West, 19-11. Remember that, Jordan. 4th in the West, 19-11 when Luka Doncic got hurt on Christmas Day. Okay, so we'll see what they do, you know what I mean, in the time that Luka is out. We'll see. But,
all right.
We're here to talk about the Sixers getting the dub, you know what I mean, against, I think, who did you have as the number 1 team in your web list? Was it Boston or Cleveland? No, or was it somebody? Oh no, it was OKC, and then Cleveland or Boston and Cleveland. Either way, you know what I mean. They got a dub on Christmas Day, in Boston, for a 4-point win. You know what I mean? It was victorious, man, in Boston on Christmas Day. So, Philadelphia 76ers fans, we was hyped. We was loving that. Joel Embiid was able to play. You know what I mean? He still don't look like his dominant self. You feel me? I know he's trying to work through and get back right, so that's cool, whatever the case may be. But how impressive was this win for the Sixers, and can they build off this win? Jordan, you remember I told you when I talked about the Boston Celtics, I said, Boston is soft. Mentally and physically, if you ask me. You feel what I'm saying? They don't like physicality. They don't like defense. They don't like people getting up under them. Jason Tatum, always flailing his arms at the referee. We had him doing that from the beginning of the game. You feel what I'm saying? Just Jaylen Brown, he wasn't hitting no nothing. He was 10 of 23 for 23 points. He started off 0 for 7, if I'm not mistaken. But this the thing. Anybody can start off 0 for 7, right? But when he was starting off 0-7, it wasn't because he was just wide open missing shots. That's because boys was out there really playing defense. Kelly Oubre, I feel like, and those perimeter guys set the tone on defense. Scrappy on the perimeter, getting steals, where Boston was looking like, a lot of times Boston looked like they just going through the motions because ain't nobody getting up in them. Ain't nobody making it hard, making it tough on them. And I told you, if we play Boston, we're going to have to, we know Boston is loaded. They're talented. There's no denying Boston is one of the most, if not the most, talented team in basketball. When it comes to shooting threes, bro, they led number 1 in everything last year. Most field goals made and most field goal attempts. High percentages all around the arc. That's what they do. They average 18 threes a game. You feel what I'm saying? So that's very, very good. But even with that being said, we still got to make it a physical basketball game. And I think we was able to do that early along the perimeter. With Kelly Oubre, Paul George, and even Maxey was getting involved. Caleb Martin being a pest that he is, man. You know what I'm saying? Going out there and making it physical on defense and making them, even though they hit 23s, you feel what I'm saying? But those 23s didn't win the game for them. We had to step our game up, you know what I mean, and make 17 threes, and we only make 12 a game. You feel what I'm saying? So, you got Maxey out here who was the best player on the floor on Christmas Day in that game. His first ever Christmas Day game, he had 12 points total. He had 12 points in the first quarter on Christmas Day. Ended with 33 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds, looking like the best player on the floor. Caleb Martin shot the lights out, gave us 7 threes, 23 points. I know he's not going to shoot 7 threes tonight. I get that, cool. But this is the type of game we going to have, you know what I mean, when you don't have a fully healthy Joel Embiid. And even with that being said, 27 points on 8 of 15 from the field, 9 rebounds, you know what I'm saying? And still, Joel Embiid is just a good basketball player. If Joel Embiid was a fully healthy guy, it could have been worse than this if you ask me. I'm talking about with the production on the floor. PG, off night, 4-15. He had more shots than points, 12 points, you know what I mean? But I like what Yabusele gave us. I like what he been doing for us, you know what I mean? Remember I told you at the beginning of the season, I said he's won championships overseas and stuff like that, so he's going to bring championship pedigree. We don't need you to go out here and give us 20 points a night, you know what I mean? But bring the championship pedigree defensively, move around, be physical, and just do the best that you can out there on the floor, you know what I mean? But like I said, man, I like how we were scrappy calls and turnovers, you know what I mean? Kind of make them play our game, kind of make it like the Philadelphia mentality, go out there and make it physical and not let them just go through the motions, you feel me? So I think this was a very impressive game considering the injuries that we have had, and, you know, we don't have a bunch of rhythm. You know what I mean? We was 10-17 coming into this game. Now 11-17, still trying to find the rhythm. You know what I mean? And rhythm is not just going out there making shots. Rhythm is with coaching too. That's your rotations. You feel what I'm saying? Certain situations. You know, closing matchups, closing lineup matchups, all of that type of shit. So it's good. You know, if you know, I hope Joel Embiid, you know what I mean, could play more. You feel what I'm saying? Could play more and just kind of, you know, I don't want to say play through it, you know what I mean, if you hurting too bad, but I just hope he could play more, bro, because you're not going to find no real motherfucking rhythm if your main guy is not there on a continuous basis. You feel what I'm saying? But if at least if the rest of the team can remain healthy, hopefully, then they can build, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think we can build off of this win. It's one of the best teams in the league, you know what I mean? And without him even being, Joel Embiid being fully healthy, we can just show you what we can really go out there and do. You know what I mean? This is Christmas Day in Boston. Dave was ready to play. We was ready to play. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, so I just feel like we can build off this win, but they just going to have to be able to play more together. PG, Embiid, and Maxey before this game had played 3 games together prior to Christmas. You know what I mean? So hopefully, bro, you know what I mean, we can get more action on the floor, but I think it was a real impressive win, and I think, and yes, I do think we can build off of it and get better. So that's where I'm at with that.
No, I'm happy for your team, man. You know what I mean? I'm happy for your team. I didn't really get to watch this game.
No, you're not.
Like a little.
Don't be lying to my face, goddammit.
A little bit, you know what I mean? 100%. You know, Tyrese Maxey, Kentucky Blue, you know what I mean? So I can't sit there and be mad, you feel me? But for sure, I think obviously Caleb Martin looking like he stepped up big for you guys, you know, knocking down those threes. I think that he does that all the time, but I think he showed that he can do that in the playoff run. You know what I'm saying? So when someone says, "Oh, he can't do that," I think he can do that in a playoff run. He showed. I think he was damn near almost, you know, probably he was like a main contributor, if you ask me.
7 of 9.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, even in the playoff run with Miami, I think he was a main contributor.
Hey, yo, you remember he could have won that Eastern Conference Finals MVP.
That's what they were talking about.
You know what I mean? For damn sure. So yeah, Caleb Martin can ball, bro. And when he in his role, he can play his role. You know what I mean? And I think with Joel Embiid out there, that lets everybody go back into their role. You feel what I'm saying? And they can do that. So as long as he's on the floor, you see, he's not the rim protector as he normally is, you know, jumping up. I mean, I know he's contesting shots. I get it. But he had no blocks. You know what I mean? He had some change shots a little bit, whatever the case may be. But the dominance of him on both ends is still not there. But when he's out there, he can give us something that still allows everybody else to be in their role.
Yeah. Like so like that's 100%. I still feel that Paul George is definitely not in a rhythm yet. You know what I mean? You're definitely going to need him to step up if you guys want to actually make a big run. I think he's important to that cause. He's just not shooting well, so you know, give him some more time. He's still a great defender too, so that's good that, you know, at least he's a guy out there. If he's not shooting the ball well, he can still at least you know, defend on the perimeter, you know what I mean, at a high level, like a team like Boston, you know what I mean? Like he can go out there and guard a Jaylen Brown or guard a Jason Tatum or Derek White or a Pritchard, whoever it may be, you know what I mean? I think he can go out there and guard it. So that's important. I think, you know what I'm saying? Y'all only went 8 deep.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Wabasele, like I told you, big time pickup for you guys. I think when you guys are all full, like I said, I think you're a top 3 team in the East. You know what I mean? I think when you guys are all full, I just worry about Joel Embiid, man. You know what I mean? Because I know that he had 27 points, but from, you know, like, and all that, but I'm just worried about that knee, bro. Yeah. I'm just worried about that knee, man. You know what I mean? I'm worried about it. And that's the only thing or only issue I have with Philadelphia is Joel Embiid, man, and him
I'm with you, bro. Listen. I'm worried too. Hell, did you see him right before the game when he was just taking a jumper and he tripped over the security guy?
Yeah,
and
yeah, at the back, yeah. I see that.
Like, damn, like, I mean, Jesus, man. Like, I'd be worried too, bro. Like when he out there with that knee, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, how do you get better hurt? How do you, you know what I mean? Progress your game and your health while hurt. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so. But I mean, I like the fact that he out there. I just hope he's able to play more. I don't know. Hope he's able to play more. I'm sick of this shit. Tell you right now. But I'm happy we got the dub. You feel me? That just lets me know what we can go out there and do. And I know it's one game against the Celtics, but that's the Celtics. This ain't no cream puff. This is the champs. They are for real. You know what I mean? Like they got a solid team. They are loaded. You know what I mean? So for us to go out there and do that in their building, in a hostile environment, Sixers and Celtics, we hate each other. So there's a hostile environment. You got Joel Embiid out there doing this when he making and ones or making the crowd go even crazier, But he embraces that though. He embraces all the hate, all of the noise. I don't think that affects Joel Embiid at all whatsoever. So glad we got that dub.
Yeah, I think that was a good win for you guys. Real talk. It was a good win. But I mean, y'all have a lot. I told you from before that I think it's important that because the Eastern Conference isn't it's not far away. Mm-hmm. So you guys can go on a little run and get into the play-in. You know what I mean? And then that'll be a problem if y'all can go and
well, we're in 11. We are in the 11th spot right now at 11-17. Okay, 11-17. The next team in the 10th spot is Detroit at 13-17. Then you got Chicago at 13-17. And you got the 8th spot.
It's right there.
It's right there, bro. It's right there. You got Pacers at 15-15, and the Hawks at 15-15, and they're in the 7th spot. You know what I mean? So it's right there, bro. It's right there, like right there. You know what I'm saying? We just got to stay together and get some more dubs, bro. Like personally, I'm just keeping it all the way 1,000 with you. You know what I mean? Like this is just me, dog. And you got turmoil in Miami. You know what I mean? Jimmy said he want to be gone before the trade deadline is over. You feel what I'm saying? So if that happens, they 14-13 in the 5th spot right now. It's not closed that we can escape the play-in. It's not closed. That door is still open. You feel what I'm saying? We just got to win games because we started off 2-8, 2-7, you're 2-8. So yeah, bro, the door's not closed on that. Who knows what Miami would be if they get rid of Jimmy? Who you gonna get for Jimmy?
Yeah, but well, just now, I mean, I was on I checked my phone and all that, I think a few hours ago.
Yeah.
Pat Riley came out and said they're not trading Jimmy Butler.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that's the Godfather. You feel what I'm saying? So, when he says something, it's law. So I'm gonna go ahead and say they're not letting him go. So hopefully, you know what I mean, even still, bro, how we know how this is gonna affect Jimmy Butler? If he really ready to leave and he's staying. How we know how this is going to affect his play? Who knows? But the door's not closed on us getting, a 6th spot. It's not closed. It's not. So, to avoid the play-in. But, all in all, I'm glad we got the dub. So, Merry Christmas to Sixers fans. On another note, the Lakers and the Warriors had a game at 8 o'clock that Christmas night. You understand? And my boy LeBron James and the Lakers went out to the Bay and spoiled the Christmas night for the Warriors in the Bay, 115-113 on a game-winning layup by Austin Reeves. Which team had the better performance in this close game? Because this game could have went either way. It could have went either way. You know what I mean? It wasn't a blowout. It was could have went into overtime, but Austin Reeves closed the game with a game winner. So, which team had the better performance in this close game? You want to go? You want me to take it?
I mean, it was the Lakers, man. It was the Lakers, clearly. You know what I mean? Because they were playing without AD. That's number one. He got hurt 7 minutes in. And then, got a good player stepped up for you guys that usually won't do that type of stuff. That's what LeBron said. The thing is that players got to step up that usually don't really, you know what I'm saying? He said that in the post game. So, you know what I mean? That's what happens. You know what I mean? I think LeBron controlled the game real well. He was picking out certain things like mismatches and getting any shot that he wanted to, which was just it was good stuff, for us. Or was it for us? Like we are just so small. We lack size. You know what I mean? And we could put out defensive lineups, but Steve Kerr is not really doing that. So I'm not sitting here saying, I would not say we played well. Y'all got the dub anyway, and you played without one of your star players. I mean, it's very simple as that. You know what I'm saying? What's his name came out there with a triple-double. What's his name hit about 5 threes, Hachimura. You feel what I'm saying? Gabe Vincent was finally making a couple shots out there. You know what I mean? So you guys was out there doing your thing. It took like a Curry flurry for us to get back into the game, goddammit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, at the end. So it's like, I got to give it to y'all straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not much for me. I have stuff to say about my team, but that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like, it's about my team, but you guys definitely played the better basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys definitely played the better basketball.
Well, okay. So whatever you guys say about your team, just save it real quick. Let me go ahead and just say what I need to say or whatever. Who had the better performance? Well, I'm with you. Obviously, it's the Lakers by far. You know what I mean? AD, he only played 7 minutes. He gave us 2 rebounds and 0 points in those 7 minutes. You feel me? That's 26 points gone. That's 11 rebounds gone. That's interior defense gone. And they was small. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got Christmas Day. LeBron on Christmas Day, that man was 5 days from 40. 5 days and 40 years old and picked up his 19th win on Christmas Day. And en route to that, 31 points, 12 of 22, 2 of 4 from the 3-point field, 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And Rui said, hold on, wait a minute. Don't leave me out. En route today, I'm going to go ahead and donate 5 threes to the Christmas Foundation. And I got a young boy with me, and Max Christie. He come along too. He want to provide some things and gave you 16 points and was out there active on defense and things like that. And Austin Reeves said, you know what? It's the season of giving. I'm going to go ahead and give you this 26-point triple-double and make it my first triple-double in history, you feel me? And on top of that, I'm going to put a bow on that bitch, and I'm going to give you this game-winning layup to seal the game. So, you know what I mean? With AD, you know what I mean, out, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Not in the Bay on Christmas Day. The Lakers most definitely had the better performance out there causing turnovers as well. I think they caused like 13 turnovers, you know what I mean? But all in all, man, LeBron and Steph, they bring out the best in each other, bro. They built that you see before the game, they hugging up with each other, you know what I mean, like that. The reason I'm gonna tell you why LeBron loves Steph so much, because like LeBron James, he's a natural passer of the ball. Like when I play basketball, I play big man down there. I love a guard that can shoot and that can move around. I tell people, don't watch me. I'm not TV. Don't watch me, nigga. You know what I mean? Move around. You feel me? I can find you. And Steph, with LeBron's passing ability, he would have loved to play his career with Steph Curry, with Steph Curry's movement, shooting ability, and things like that. So that's why if Steph Curry wasn't that type of player, his game wise, if let's just say, remember how you told me when he was with Mark Jackson, he wasn't really playing out the ball like that. The movement wasn't like that. It was because the ball was in his hands. You feel me? But when Steve Kerr got there, okay, we're gonna add this. You're gonna move a lot. If he would have stayed with Mark, if Mark Jackson would have been there and he just would have been the player with the ball in his hands all the time, maybe LeBron wouldn't have that type of love for him as the way he got. You feel what I'm saying? But the way he move around, I think that's what draws LeBron to Steph Curry a lot. You know what I mean? And we don't know. They both put on the show. Let's make that very clear. You talked about the Curry flurry. Well, goddamn it was flurrying. You understand me? Yeah. It was definitely snowing out there in the Bay. You know what I mean? So they both put on the show, and we don't know how long we're going to see this. We don't know how many more, if it's going to be one more time, 2 more times. I don't know. But it can only be one winner, you know what I mean? And that's LeBron King, GOAT James. So I'm glad we got that dub out there in the Bay. And I'm also glad that I was allowed to see it and allowed to see them guys play against each other. So the better team won. You know what I'm saying? I know the Bay, the Warriors was number 1 at one point in time of the season. Where y'all at now? I think y'all are. Where y'all at now? 12?
12.
Yeah, 12. So y'all yeah, damn.
11th
yeah.
or something like that.
Y'all are 10th.
11th.
10th. 15-14. 11th spot is San Antonio, 15 up. Yeah, 15-15. Lakers 7-13, 17-13. So the better team won. You know what I mean? And as I said before, I don't, I got to talk my shit. He ain't beating that man without Kevin Durant and that overpowering team. It ain't going on. So it ain't going to happen. So it's proven that it is what it is. It ain't going to happen. AD or not.
We've had discussions, but we don't. Yeah, I mean, if we're going to have another goddamn whole show if we talk about it.
Yeah, you're right. But you're right. We already an hour in, you feel me? It'll take a whole another hour and a half by the time me and you get to go, you feel me? So yeah, but I'm glad we got the win though. But you said you wanted to say something about your Warriors though. So before we get up out of here, spit your shit, man. Talk.
Yeah, but also I think I want to also let me touch on that thing about him. Like I think that they also they have a fondness for each other because first off, you have players that are both like pretty much top 10 players all time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? and you have players that dedicate a lot to their craft. I think LeBron, or a person like LeBron, or a person like Steph, they like appreciate people that put in that work and that, you know what I'm saying, that really and that strive for greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys have been at the top of the game for 10 years plus, bro. It's 10 years plus.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like Steph Curry come out party. Like he was good from a rookie, but I mean, he coming out 2013.
Yep.
It's now 2024.
Yep.
Going 2025. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron 20 years in. So I think LeBron respects that, you know, even with a KD, you know what I'm saying? Even though KD came over and won these shit, but you can never bad enough. You can't like say anything bad about the talent and the work effort that Kevin Durant puts in.
Right.
He puts that shit in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I think that LeBron and them, I think that's why they have such a fondness for each other, and that's why and then also their games kind of
they go with each other.
They go with each other.
It's like I know Steph would love to be able to throw a oop to Bron on a fast break. You know what I mean? I know he would love to have Bron down there to throw the ball to in the post door, and he move around and get a pass from because you know he can make them. Bro, when we talk about passing, everybody can pass the ball, right? It's the type of passes. The when I'm in the air and I'll leave my feet, but I can make this precise pass all the way out from under the rim, all the way out there to the arc. Or I'm in the corner. And I can make a pass across court to the other corner precisely. You know what I mean? That's the type of passing that separates real passers. You feel what I'm saying? Man, those two guys, LeBron and Steph, I know somewhere deep down, they're competitors, but they wish they could have played with each other at some point in time. For damn sure. And listen, KD too. You know what I mean? So Steph got that opportunity. You know what I mean? But I know they just they mesh together so well.
Yeah, they 100% they mesh together like amazingly. You know what I mean? And that's why it's such a great conversation when you I can't hear you. Oh, it's such a great conversation when we talking about LeBron James maybe going to play with Steph or Steph going to play with LeBron. Like it's because you could tell that combination would be a deadly combination, bro. Man, it's a different combination. It's a different combination. You see, it's a different combination like a Kyrie because Steph does the Kyrie stuff where he can go off the dribble, do all that and score. But then the other part of his game that Kyrie and all the other great scorers don't have, that no one pretty much has. His movement off the ball is something that is like it's like a thing for LeBron. LeBron can pick that out, and they might go to Steph, and you have LeBron clear in the lane. Like LeBron would have such a great. I think honestly, if he would have played, say he would have played with LeBron, say next year or something like that, I think LeBron would have one of his most efficient seasons playing with Steph, bro. I'm dead serious. And LeBron's already an efficient scorer. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, it's always fun to kind of look at those and think like, yo, I wish that could happen. But you always, I think it's also great them going up against each other, right? Like I think it's always a show, and they definitely put. I think they know they go at each other, bro. Like they go. They're like, yo, I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, you seen him, what's his name, hit a bucket.
I was just about to say that. Look. Obviously, nobody wants to get in a 3-point shootout match with Steph, right? But the first matchup, I think Bron hit one. I think Bron hit one, Steph hit one, and then Bron came down. He missed. All right, Steph got that one. He won that one. And then Steph, I think Bron hit one. And then Steph came down and missed that motherfucker. I said, oh, well that's 1-1. 1-1, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, all that shit, man, it's great to see. You know what I mean? If they, like I said before, if let's just say something was to happen and they're like, oh, they played together. You know what I mean? I don't think so, but I wouldn't care. It's his 22nd year, and he'll be here next year. You know what I mean? I think he's going to play 23 and call it a quits. I think he's going to play 23 seasons. Because you came in wearing 23, you know what I mean? I think you're going to, 23 years and get up out of here, bro. That's what I think is going to happen. I think next year.
Isn't that, was that 2 more years or 1 more?
No, he came in 03. This is the 24-25 season. This is his 22nd season.
But then isn't his younger son, doesn't he go into college next year?
Yeah.
So then if he stays 1 more year after that, he can maybe play with him.
Bryce ain't going 1 year. Bryce moved. I think Bryce moved to the beat of his own drum. Bronny.
That's true, but Bryce is better than Bronny. Though.
No, for sure. I think Bryce is a better basketball player, more complete. He's bigger. You know what I mean? He's got more to his game. They are two different players. You know what I mean? Like Bronny said, his game is Derek White, Davion Mitchell, Rondo, Rondo and Drew Holiday. That doesn't say scorer to me. That says, you know what I mean? Run this pass, play some defense on the perimeter, get out. You know what I mean? But he has the scoring ability. You feel what I'm saying? But he has that scoring ability. He was in the G League putting up buckets. You know what I mean? I think he had a nice stretch in the G League where he put up some nice buckets. You know what I mean? 30 points here, 16 points there, things like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but him and Bryce are two totally different players.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, what I wanted to say was, honestly, like, you see how much we help. Like if you watch the game, right? When you watch the game, we help so much because we're so small, right? Like we're so small. Like whenever anyone penetrates the lane, we have to help. And then you seen how many open threes that y'all had. That's a lack of size, bro. That's a lack of. First off, it's a lack of. Obviously, it's a perimeter defense, but I think we're pretty good at perimeter defense. But if we have someone that is a bit bigger inside, then he can kind of man the paint, and we don't have to help as much. But we have to help all the time, bro. You see Bear, pardon?
Why is Looney not playing like that?
This is what I'm saying. As soon as Anthony Davis came out, remember now you can put LeBron at the 5. And that's the thing that LeBron gives us problems when that happens. Then you put Draymond at the 5, which is cool and all. But then remember, we're small at the guard position. Before it's different when you have Iguodala, he can defend. Klay Thompson, he can defend. Draymond Green, he can defend. You can put Sean Livingston in, he can defend. You can put anybody in there.
But listen, even though Klay is not that Klay defensively, that man can still play some defense. You feel me? And remember, I told you are going to miss Klay Thompson. It ain't just 3-point shooting. It's what else he can provide too, bro. The length, he's 6'7". Long, length in yours. You was like, you ain't going to miss him. I said, okay, you going to miss that dude. Yeah, you need that length, 6'7". He can slide his feet and he can shoot threes still. That's a spacer. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, how many times did I say, I don't care about that last game he had when he went 0 for 10. I don't give a damn. If Klay Thompson walks in the building, you better guard him. And you better guard him like he's 2015, 16, 17 Klay. That's what you better do. Because the shooting ain't went nowhere. I don't care what nobody talking about. It ain't went nowhere. He might not be, as fast. He may not be the slide as fast. He can still when you a defender, bro. When you a defender, you know what I mean? Remember when me was talking about you when you said, Jason Kidd was playing defense on the and I was like, bro, Jason, first of all, it wasn't man-to-man, number one, but even if it was man-to-man, Jason Kidd has always been a good defender. Even though you might not be as fast as you normally were in your younger days, it's all in your mind. It's anticipation. Yeah. Look at Chris Paul. Chris Paul was clamping. I remember when he clamped up Tyrese Maxey. Clamped him up on a possession. That's because his instincts, the anticipation is there. If you can't get past me to the left, I know you about to bring it back to your right and I know. It's anticipation. You feel what I'm saying? That's Klay Thompson. He still got that. He still has that in his smarts of the game. So you are definitely missing Klay Thompson for sure on that perimeter.
Yeah, 100%. We're missing him, and but that's the thing, because then if you bring in a guy like Shorter's what, 6'1"?
Yeah, he's small.
It's not
bro.
like Shorter's a good player.
He's
I'm not saying he's not a good. Yeah, he's just small. You know what I mean? And it's like then you have Pajensky. He's small. You know what I mean? So if the thing is, and if you go Steph, Wiggs, Kuminga, Draymond, and Looney, what is all that? The shooting isn't there. Like like teams can kind of. They can play off more of a Kuminga with Draymond. Yeah, Wiggins not as much, because Wiggins is, to be honest with you, Wiggins is playing well. Wiggins is playing well. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but here's the thing. Now you will have to, if y'all were to do that, the Lakers shooting ain't always there either. So you're just gonna have to try to find other ways to get dubs and to get to the rim and y'all play good defense. Y'all play
Yeah,
good.
we do.
You don't have to get more stops and get some, you know what I mean? And not live and die by the three and get more buckets at the rim, get back on defense, get stops, and make it like that, bro. Y'all niggas is scrappy on defense.
No, we are. The thing is, though, because our best player, 36, and he's a smaller guard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, there's going to be moments, there's times in games where it's like, yo, he needs someone else that's consistently that can get a bucket. Andrew Wiggins is not like an all-star player.
He's been playing good though, man.
He's been playing well. So he's like, like all-star, then you have like a normal, he's like in between. Like I think he's one of the better defenders in the league. 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying he's one of the better defenders in the league. So like I'm definitely not saying nothing about that. And we have good defenders in certain positions. But the shooting aspect of our team right now, like just right now, it's like and our secondary scorer. Like Kuminga is a secondary scorer, but is he someone that you really trust throughout a whole season?
Well, you had the nickname for him, motherfucker. I don't want to say his nickname. You see.
No, but I think what I think for him though is I think he's more like there's other players on their team, like, but I don't think he's like our second best player for our second scorer.
Right.
Like, that is not. That's why I want someone like a Jimmy, or I would take someone like that where he we know that he's a consistent 20+ per game scorer, and he gets you easy looks, and he's a great defender at that as well.
Let me ask
you know what I mean?
Let me ask you a question. Jimmy, you brought up Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think like you could right now? I ain't talking about previous. Right now, you count on him as like being your second scorer.
I would count on him more. Yeah, I would count on him to be a second scorer for sure, because he does it. He can do it when the moment arises.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying. But to be honest with you, Big Mike, just to end this, I want two things. I want a secondary scorer and a big. And the bigs that is available, to tell you right now, that will be able to change what we have. Vucevic
from Chicago.
And someone like a scorer that we could, so like obviously Jimmy's out the picture.
Zach LaVine.
So like if you're giving me Zach LaVine, something where we get a guy that can score a bucket and a big that can stretch and he can man the paint. You know what I mean? Because he's 7 foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he can score. He can score down there too. You feel what I'm saying?
If I've been seeing things about Zach LaVine and the Lakers. I've been seeing that even last year. You know what I mean? I've been seeing it. Mm-hmm. You feel me? I'm going to talk to you about something else I've been seeing too. You know what I mean? Let me write it down. Hold on. Let me write it down before I forget. We're going to get up out of here. But no, I've been seeing even last year things connected, with Zach LaVine to the Lakers. I'm going to say this, bro. And I mean this wholeheartedly. You already went this offseason. No, I'm being serious. See,
okay.
you already went this offseason without making no real moves. You pretty much brought the same team. I'm not mad at them for signing Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent shows you that he can shoot the ball, and you made an effort to get shooters. Not mad at that at all. Okay, but all in all, after that, he showed you something totally different. You see what I'm saying? Now he had a couple games where he made a few shots on Christmas Day and I think against the Kings and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's not consistent at all. So my thing is, if the Lakers do not make a move in the trade, it needs to be some movement going on in the front office. Let's just be 100. Let's just keep it 100. I mean, because the expectation for the Lakers has not risen because they haven't made any real moves. So if it's somebody out there like a Zach LaVine, because understand this, they could have got DeMar DeRozan. Rob Pelinka didn't want to give him the third year. Chicago did. Took that. Mm-hmm. That contract was less than Caldwell Pope. Not Caldwell Pope, I'm sorry. Not Caldwell Pope, I'm sorry. Was with Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook. When they got him that 2-year, $91 million remaining on his contract, that 3-year, $85, that's less than that 2-year that you got with Russell Westbrook. And that was a fucking disaster. It was a disaster with Russell Westbrook. Now, granted, him, AD, and Bron didn't get to play that much together. I think it was 17 games together or some shit like that. But when he was out there, it wasn't that well. You feel what I'm saying? So you did that, and on top of that, you let Caldwell Pope and Caruso go, and they was willing to take a pay cut. You didn't pay Dwight Howard, knowing that all he's used for is defense, rebounds. You're not looking for 09 Dwight. He should still be playing. You feel what I'm saying? So all of these things you done fucked up after 2020, leading all the way up to now, and you don't make a move, and you got some guys available, and you don't make a move, there got to be some movement going on in the front office. That's just me. You know what I mean? So that's that. Another thing I've been seeing, and this is different things, and I've said this to you before. Now we're back to football right now. We're going to get up out of here. I told you that ain't nothing going on in Cleveland. Nothing's going on in Cleveland. Nothing. They had to start over. They don't have a quarterback. I know Deshaun Watson is fully guaranteed. I know this, but you've seen it 2 years in a row. He's not the guy no more. You're going to have to start over. Okay? You got Dorian Thompson-Robinson in there now. I know you're not going to pay him. You got Jameis Winston. I know you're not going to pay him. You have to look for a quarterback. I don't think this certain guy wants to wait that long. And then once before, this certain guy said, he was in an interview, he was talking about, Philadelphia. He was like, maybe one day I'll play for the Eagles. He said that. And I want this guy. And I've been seeing things tying to it. Myles Garrett. Remember I told you that? Remember I said, I want Myles Garrett. I said, you could have Bryce Huff. We just signed him to a 3-year, $51 million deal. So this is his first year on that deal. All right, cool. You can have him. He's not producing for us anyway. You can have him, and if you need some picks, we will give you that for Myles Garrett. Jordan, that's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been seeing on multiple platforms. In multiple, not just Philadelphia pages, not that shit. You got Philly Central. No. Other shit. And I know Howie is always working. Always working. And if it's like that, I know how he sees it. I know he sees it, and I feel like the fans, I feel like Howie listens to the fans. I feel like our GM, he listens to the fans, bro. Okay? When he fucked up and didn't get Metcalf and you didn't fucking get Justin Jefferson, what'd he do for us? A.J. Brown. Got Devontae Smith. You know what I mean? Howie listen. That defense, he listens to us, bro. I'm telling you, that's what I want. Okay. I want Myles Garrett, and we will pay him a contract. Everybody under contract. All the guys they are paid. They're under contract. They have extensions, and they are paid. You feel me? We could get Myles Garrett. We could get him, and I want him. But that's what I've been seeing. That's all I want to say.
So I have a question, though, with this what you see with Sam Darnold, you talking about the quarterback position. Mm-hmm. And I know Sam Darnold, he's on like a 1-year contract, is he not? Mm-hmm. So, and who did they get before that? Who did they have? They picked up someone that was supposed to be the starting QB. Who was it that was supposed to be the starting QB?
Who? Where? From where?
They were from Minnesota. They were supposed to be someone
J.J. McCarthy. He tore meniscus, had to get surgery out for the year from Michigan.
So he was supposed to be the starting QB.
Yep.
So now I beg the question, do you think what's going to happen in that situation now, right? And then you also have Cleveland that needs a quarterback. And, Sam Darnold showed that he can, if you have weapons around him, you know what I'm saying? He can do something. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like what? Do the Jets take him again, or do you San Francisco?
He ain't going back to New York.
San Francisco. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
go back to San Francisco.
What's going to happen?
Well, he's not going back to San. He was a backup at San Francisco. They're about to pay Brock Purdy 50 plus almost $60 million, like around $58 million a year. You know what I mean? That's what I was talking to Twan. That's what he was reading, around $58 million a year. They not getting no quarterback. He's not leaving Minnesota for playing like this all year long to go sit behind Brock Purdy or anybody.
No, I'm talking about for a starting position.
No. I know. What I'm saying is they're about to pay Brock Purdy. They're not going to get Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's going to go somewhere where a quarterback is needed. Cleveland, Raiders, and the Raiders. I see Shador and Mr. and the Davis. You know what I mean? I see them, conversating and shit like that. I told you, big market.
Yeah, big market. Shador's also doing that with New York too, bro.
Big market. It's New York. New
But
York.
those are the number one picks.
No,
New York and the Raiders.
I'm with you, but that's what I'm saying. But I said, like movies talking about Carolina and shit like. I said no. He gonna go. It's all about he gonna go somewhere where the market is big. That's what he gonna do. You know what I mean? So
I don't think the thing is Carolina. They wouldn't draft him. It's going to be the teams that need the quarterback in those positions, in those areas.
Yeah, but look, all I'm saying is this though, Jordan. Even if they didn't have, maybe they had the 3rd or 4th overall pick, they're gonna do whatever they got to do to move up to get that guy, because you don't want no guy that don't want to come there with you. You don't want to start like that. That ain't what you want to do. It's not what you want. The fans gonna boo him when they get out there because you don't want to be there. Now it's turmoil. Now you know what I mean. So that wasn't gonna happen. You know what I mean. But Sam Darnold, he deserves to go out. He deserves to get paid. You know what I mean. Now, obviously that's Justin Jefferson. That's Jordan Addison. He's showing you, you know what I mean, with those guys on the field, they can ball together. You know what I mean? Obviously, Justin Jefferson is getting majority of the, the double coverage and things like, because I'm not leaving him on one. You know what I mean? So maybe Jordan Addison, maybe I'm pretty sure Jordan Addison is benefiting from that. But still, Sam Darnold is showing you with some weapons, you know what I mean, I can do this. Now, Sam Darnold want to get a bag.
Yep.
Do we know if Sam Darnold could do this without those type of weapons? I mean, that's yet to be seen. It's yet to be seen. So I mean, he's going to get a big contract. He's going to get one. So hopefully,
he deserves.
He deserves it.
I mean, because if he's playing like this,
but if he goes somewhere like Cleveland or to one of those teams that actually need a quarterback, is just looking for a quarterback, their records ain't that good. So we'll be able to.
What would you do in that situation if you were Sam Darnold? Like, where are you trying to go? Where would you try to go?
Well,
you got to stay in Minnesota.
I mean, it ain't a whole lot of options. The ones who need an actual quarterback, you know what I mean? Well, you got to think Jacksonville just paid Trevor Lawrence. They just paid Trevor Lawrence 5-year, $275 million. He's not going anywhere. And if I just look at Tua, he just got paid. Josh Allen's going nowhere. Back to the Jets. I don't think he's going there because I think that ship has sailed. Devontae not about to be there. Garrett Wilson, he don't look happy because now it's look like it's turned into an A-Rod Devontae Adams show. It look like the Packers all over again. All the targets going to number 17. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, he's not going nowhere in Baltimore unless you think Sam Darnold could go to Baltimore and make some shit shake. Not Baltimore, to Pittsburgh and make some shit shake if they're not going to pay Russell Wilson. Who knows? Cleveland. Jerry Jeudy, you know what I mean, and them, you know what I'm saying? Nick Chubb coming off another season-ending injury. What other targets do they have? You know what I mean? So it's scarce, bro. The people who need quarterbacks, they records is terrible. It's terrible. So he gonna have to go to a sorry ass team. And quite frankly, I don't think he gives a fuck. He's trying to get a bag right now. He's been in the league. He's shown he can do something. Hey, let me get paid. All right, now let's build some around me now. Pay me and let's build some around me. So we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, that's the question still. That's the question.
We will definitely see. But hey man, if I'm Minnesota, dog, yo, that's a hard one. What are you doing? You gonna keep him? I'm fucking keeping him. And JJ, you could come, bro. Listen, JJ McCarthy was not a dog in college. Let's make that very clear. He wasn't out there slicing niggas the fuck up. Michigan had that crazy run game with Blake Corum, the Big Ten history leader in rushing yards and or like rushing touchdowns or some shit like that. You feel me? Like they ran their way. He was managing the game. Minnesota's not game manager quarterback place. You got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison over here. That's not game manager. I don't think, no. So me personally, if I was Minnesota, hey, Sam, we can offer you a contract. We can offer you a contract, and this is what it could be. JJ, you can learn behind Sam. You haven't even stepped foot on the NFL field yet. You haven't stepped foot out here yet. This is your rookie year. It ain't nothing wrong with learning from somebody who's doing it. Nothing wrong with that. So if I'm Minnesota, I'm not starting over. Sam, come sit down. Here's the pen. Write the number down. I got you.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
Just so you think, where does he have to, even if they don't do well in the playoffs, you still suggest that?
Yes. I want Sam. Yes, because we already got a wavelength the whole season. You know your quarterback. Sam Darnold knows Justin Jefferson. He knows Jordan Addison. He knows Aaron Jones. Was it Hawkinson? He knows that guy. He knows them. You feel what I'm saying? And I think they got guys on injuries too that could come back and make. Bro, I think, man, listen. Take the pen. You write it down. I'm signing you. Right. I'm not starting over. Fuck that. So, I mean, we get into camp, and you see the QB battle, and he he's beating them out. Well, we got a different story. But until then, Sam, you the guy. So,
okay.
But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully, happy Friday, everybody. Make sure y'all watch some football, NFL football Sunday. I think we got college football playoff shit going on too this weekend, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, we do got that going on this weekend. So yeah, man, make sure y'all watch some college football. Make sure y'all watch some NFL and NBA. We're gonna holler at y'all again back on Monday. You know what I mean? The Ravens already got their dub, so they sitting pretty. They got 10 days rest. You know what I mean? What?
AFC North is ours.
They got more than 10 days rest, 11 days rest down there. And yes, the AFC North is theirs. The AFC North is theirs. They will take that division. So yeah. Yeah, man. You know how it is with me, bro. You know how we rocking. So listen, man, that's our show for the day, and we gone.
Under the lights, speaking the facts, double the price, yeah.